Hey Café goers,
I'm Cappuccino.
Espresso.
Earl Grey.
Mocha.
And welcome to Café Deathfiction.
I hate role players who force other people to smut with them, especially the ones who nearly rape your character. Do I got a story for you? Earl Grey and Espresso already know this.
Oh, I thought you were going to accuse me of something.
You touched me in my no-no spot.
Hold up a doll.
But I gave you candy first.
My girl.
But I gave you candy first.
Eating pasta. Okay. on my Italy account. I tossed your pasta.
Oh my gosh.
Let me toss your pasta.
No, that was my OC.
I on my Italy account, this is the same person that was mentioned as Jane on some posts earlier into the page. She would give me a reply and I would reply back. You know, things flowed very nicely at first. Then things got weird. My character fell asleep because, you know, he's tired, he's sleepy. And then she just started molesting me in my sleep. And it was very strange. And so, naturally, you know, wake up like, whoa, back the fuck away. Like, stop.
No, I'm not ready.
She would not stop. And it got to the point where, as I was midway in typing my reply, she would send me another reply, and it would escalate even further, and she would just reply upon reply upon reply, and I could not get a word edgewise in. And if I wouldn't have stopped the RP and blocked her, things would have gone very, very sour.
Sour patches.
Sour patches, man. Them sour patches.
So you didn't even get to reply?
I couldn't reply.
I didn't know about that part.
She was just message, and I was
hammering
trying so hard to reply to her, but I couldn't. If I sent her what I had so far, it would have been mid-sentence. And these weren't bad quality replies either. They were 4 paragraphs. Beautiful grammar, beautiful spelling. She was a wonderful
She was prepared.
writer. She was a wonderful writer.
She was prepared
She was just a bad...
to conquer.
That makes that
She
behavior
came,
okay.
she saw, she conquered.
That ass.
She was a bad role player in a different aspect. She was a bad role player as in was not respectful of the person's personal rules, did not allow for a reply to be sent. She was very impatient. She
demanded snoo.
She demanded snooze. She was very forceful. And
They want snoo.
that is a quality of a bad role player.
I've experienced something like this. As playing Sebastian Mikel's, he has the flaw where you have to obey every order. And I can't count with every toe and hand that we have in this room how many times I've been ordered into smut. And a few times I would just drop the RP. Sometimes, if I'm bored, I make my own mischief out of it. One CL, even though I clearly stated in the beginning that I did not wish to participate in smut, they were insisting that I did, or ordered that I did. So as he ordered me to disrobe, I unzipped the back of Sebastian's head and revealed that he was two green sloths standing on top of each other's shoulder.
That's a great way to handle that.
And it became a nightmare.
And I got so detailed with it. It was like as the green fur shimmered in the moonlight, he turned to his master in his true form with two ruby eyes staring at him. It got really detailed, and I'm still waiting for a reply.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that these are fictional characters doesn't make that behavior okay in any way.
It's never okay.
A lot of people think it is okay, though.
It's not.
It's never okay to force yourself on someone else.
Somebody on our page said, "Oh, it's make believe, so it's not like it's bad." No. I've read this.
What was your re-quoted line from one of our confession videos? Consent.
Oh yeah, but I was tone deaf about it.
I don't know how to imitate your consent.
That's not nice.
I love you.
I don't like it when you try to get up on me, but I can mess with you all I want.
I didn't see consent. I videotaped it. Rape is bad. People,
in all honesty, unless
stop raping my foot.
we always say if you guys both agree to doing a rape RP that it's okay, But that's not even rape if you both consent to it.
Yeah, it's not.
So,
Well, as
It's
far as
surprise
your characters
smut.
are
as
concerned.
long as you're both consensual of role-playing that certain genre,
Then it's surprise smut.
do not force yourself on another character, Earl Grey.
I don't force them. They ordered me to do it.
I will shove my foot so far up your tea bags
That sounds.
I'm gonna punch you.
that my feet will be smelling like lavender for the rest of the week.
Punch you in
Yo,
the
it needs it.
teabag.
Your feet be kicking.
That's, you know
So what you're saying
leaving
is
it.
that green sloths smell like lavender.
Oh,
Thank you, Mocha. For
oh,
pointing that out.
Sebastian.
That is today's takeaway.
Done. I can't stand when someone uses emoticons during a serious roleplay.
Winky face.
Lol. Okay.
XD.
See, this is why Espresso and I were terrible roleplayers back in our day.
That's all we use.
There was a time where we communicated merely by emoticons.
Yeah, it was script roleplay, and we would do our dialogue, and then whatever they're feeling was the emoticon.
It's like, hi, you know, a little emoticon, winky face.
On the new Messenger update, that's just really obnoxious.
Yo, let's do it again.
Oh god.
Come on,
Actually-
a little short one. It'd be
I was
really
like-
The
funny.
little button sticker things.
Yeah, actually, I had a really fun time doing something like that recently. I downloaded the Power Ranger stickers. It's been the best day of my life.
I didn't know you
Everybody-
could get themed packs like that.
It was funny because one of the stickers was like, "Make my monsters grow," and so I was like, "Hey girl, you trying to?" And then I threw the sticker, "Make my monsters grow." She was laughing.
But when it's a serious roleplay and you're both going and you're doing a, you know,
you're describing
Serious
your
roleplay.
Literate.
environment. Yeah, doing all that good stuff.
don't use emoticons. It completely derails the entire flow
It takes the
of the
seriousness
role
out of
play.
it.
Was it Cappuccino here got me into power role playing. Before I had no idea people were power role playing, so I was just a really bad script writer. I would do a script, and then I would do, a little bit of action, and then I would do an emoticon.
What?
Whatever needs to be conveyed should be conveyed through words.
Not
You don't need a
Not
metaphor for
shortcuts.
that. Just there's a foot job going on behind the scenes at the cafe here.
A little lower.
Alright, I really hate how some role players can't seem to tell the difference between fantasy and reality. Like when your character and theirs have a romantic relationship doing an RP, but somehow they seem to believe that they are expecting the real deal and begin asking you out of character when you will visit them in whatever country they live in. They ask for your phone number, email address, home address, etc. It's even worse when they begin posting jealous comments on your friend's wall telling them to back off and that you are the one. Jesus Christ.
You're the
I'm
one
getting a little
ring.
bit of deja vu here. Didn't we talk about this in the last confessions video?
There was a post of people who are creeped out about it.
Yeah. There's some times where you are role playing with a character, with another person, and you've been role playing for a while. And eventually, a real friendship does develop. I've made friends.
Yeah, friendship is one thing, but to have your characters in a relationship
Yeah.
and then
Do you think it's real?
the other person to automatically assume like, oh, everyone needs to stay away from you because you're mine, and that's
Yeah,
that.
my OC's married, but I don't see a ring on it.
This on my Kenya account, there was someone who approached me out of character, and we talked maybe. There was probably 4 replies between both of us, and on that 5th reply, they suddenly said, you're different from anyone that I've ever met, and I really like you,
Oh, God.
and you're really cute, and I'd really like to be your girlfriend. And I'm just sitting here looking at the screen, and I'm like, I don't even know
Very
you.
creepy.
I don't even know your name.
Cappuccino reminds you of a person that hit on your game character, asking if your avatar looked like you.
Oh
Does
god.
your avatar look like you? Girl. And I'm like, dude, no.
I was just saying that.
Pump the brakes and drink the water.
Like, please stop.
Asking for your phone number, email address. Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of address. What country? No.
Are you gonna email me goodie bags?
I feel sorry for the person who posted this confession. They've
Yeah.
had a lot of stuff happen to them,
Yeah.
apparently. Jealous comments on your friend's wall.
I've seen it from a different view. I didn't go through it, but I've seen a lot of people in my friends who have had people come onto other people's
Yeah.
on their friends' walls and say, you know, back off or stop role playing with them because they're my role play partner and they're mine. And
that's controlling.
that is
Waifu white knighting.
waifu white knighting.
I mess with Kenneth, but
Yeah. Other than that,
yeah,
This is another level.
like actual cyber stalking.
I would. I
Like,
would.
go to jail.
I would exercise the block button immediately.
I would
Some-
encourage blocking and just disappearing the hell out of there because
Somebody
Roleplay witness protection plan.
somebody stalked my my close friend on the internet, and they made like 30 plus accounts, and
Oh, yeah.
they stalked
What?
the hell out of her.
that's actually one of the Draco. Yeah, that's one of their accounts. The
Not-
Draco.
I'm
right?
not talking.
Or
Well,
was it someone
that
else?
was someone else. I'm talking about
Marjorie.
GL.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
she doesn't really role play except on like AIM anymore.
Yeah.
I'm assuming for this reason, but
I don't
she was
blame her.
so afraid to even make another account because
Stalking Stein.
this person just made like so many. Every time she would block an account, they would just make a new one and keep bothering her.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you might not want to do this, but if that kind of behavior persists, I would make a different account with a different name.
They
try to
found her.
make it.
She tried that.
Really?
They found her.
That's
That's-
fucking creepy.
Yeah.
That is
That
ridiculous.
is beyond creepy.
I would advise to take caution and take cover. This is
I'd even say some of this goes beyond anything we could give advice
Yeah,
on. Like, you
this
might have
is-
to actually contact
The
authorities
authorities,
at some
yeah.
point on that. So, I absolutely hate how other RPers interfere with plot that my group of RP partner come up with without knowledge. What the hell is going on?
No.
Especially when they are illiterate.
82, excuse me. Thank you for buying Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Oh god.
Yeah, don't interrupt other people's role plays with advertisements or anything else.
Good message.
I couldn't
when you
refuse.
see two people or more role playing together, and you know they have their, they're in their own little world and they're doing their thing, don't jump in out of nowhere and be like,
82, excuse me.
We'll post that link to that video below.
I was having a role play with someone, and when they found out it was a yaoi role play, they said, I don't role play like that, sorry. And the role play ended. It wasn't even that long. Well,
That actually might have been me.
that
That happened to me.
might have been me. No, if someone's role playing yaoi and you find out that it's yaoi and you don't role play yaoi, I wouldn't really drop the role play, but I would steer it in another direction, like, oh, sorry, my character's not into you like that.
That's what I tried to do.
I
Steer
would
in a
just let it
different
flow.
direction.
Yeah, I would just let it flow with the actual plot itself. You know,
I
it's
tried.
like, oh, I really like you. It's like, sorry, I'm not into you, but we'd still role play.
I tried that, and it was, it was a story progressing, and then I saw that it was taking that route, and I had to ask out of character. I'm like, are you trying to make us in yaoi? And they were like, hell yes. And I was like, dot. I don't really do that. Sorry. And they were like, okay. We kept the role play going, but for some reason, it somehow ended in a bedroom.
Oh.
Luckily,
Well.
there was a window.
That same thing happened to my OC, but no, it didn't end in a bedroom. I just stopped everything. I was going out of character, and I'm like, yeah, can we just do something else? Like, can it not be romance? Like, sure, we can be best buds or something. I don't know, but
Best buds that like to wrestle
yeah,
in the
it's
mud.
me and Cactus.
In the nude.
Two best buds that like to wrestle, hit each other with pillows, and their clothes to happen to
Stop
rip
massaging
off.
my shoulders, Espresso.
No,
I am your semi.
but they kept asking, and every time I said I don't want to do the yaoi, they kept saying okay, so semi or uke, and I'm like, I eventually blocked them because they wouldn't stop.
It's
means no.
perfectly okay to leave if you want to. No one's obligated to stay if they don't want to roleplay a certain way.
No means no.
I just think you should say that,
That you're leaving.
what you wanted when you want the roleplay to do. It looks like this person wanted to do route.
Maybe
yaoi
if
first.
if it's already taken
Yeah.
that toll where it's like, all right, the story's kind of like stuck in its rut. Maybe you start a whole new story where you can just start fresh. But just
Well, it
with
seemed
the rules.
from this that
Judging
it started, the
by
roleplay
this.
started, and then the other person
No.
discovered, oh, it's yaoi, and it's like, oh,
Seems
I
like
don't want to do
seems
this.
like an honest mistake,
Yeah.
misunderstanding.
Before role playing with someone, at least confirmed. It's like, hey, this is the direction I want to take.
That's why I often like to talk plot.
Yeah. Talk
before
plot
role-play.
before role-play.
But like, hey, what is your character about? This. Okay.
What kind of genre do you like to do?
Okay.
Yeah.
How about we take it down this road and then not have me in a bedroom?
I mean,
where
I
can
understand that it's very disappointing when someone just completely drops a roleplay, but
Yeah.
you
Can't
know,
always blame them.
yeah. Sometimes just people don't want to roleplay certain things, and
But sometimes people just forget you.
So
the feel.
I friended a Draco and they looked okay. You know this. And then they messaged me. The first message was, "I'm gonna claim your Joffrey so hard," and I'm like,
Blocked so hard.
Hi to you too. Can I have dinner first?
At least wine and dine me first.
Can a girl get an honest Ruthie around here?
You know, I always
That
like
was
to give Joffrey a glass of wine.
Oh, God.
I'm done with you guys. I'm leaving.
I'm so choked up right now.
These are my confessions. It truly irks me when people don't post in third person.
Why?
That's a personal
I mean,
preference.
doesn't this remind me of like I would have written it, but I didn't?
But that's tense, though. That's the past tense, future tense, present tense.
No, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I
did.
guess it depends on how the
The
role
point
play's
of
going
view
down.
in third person is like, you know, he walked blah blah blah, he went there.
Okay.
First person is I
yeah,
looked
yeah,
at you
yeah.
and all this stuff, and I guess it makes people feel detached
I used to
because
do
it
that.
really it shifts the focus of the characters as a group to more as this is your character, you're writing in first person, it's all about you.
I learned that difference a while ago when from the book to role playing.
Yeah, I mean, this person does have a good point. In most cases, if you're going to have two people going back and forth at each other with a story, they're going to be referring to their characters in third person.
It'd be far easier that way as well.
If they agreed upon a way to do it in first person between the two of them, then that's good as long as they stay consistent with it.
Yeah, if you're gonna do a role play together, at least try to match the tense and the person.
Yeah.
Imagine reading like an actual book and switching tense.
I looked at him as he walked away.
Wait, what?
He went to her and blah blah blah, blah and it's like, wait, who's her? Who's I? What?
What's happening?
What's going
Stop it, Stephanie Mayer. Okay, that was rude.
Rude. But it's a personal preference. I personally like third person. It makes you
Third
feel
person.
more like it's a story, and it
I would
immerses
say
you more.
probably most people do.
Third
Yeah.
person's meta.
But a lot of people actually, because on my Feliciano account, I've actually ran into a lot of people who prefer first person over third.
Yeah.
And it was the strangest thing for me being a writer, because you're always used to third person. So it was an out-of-body experience.
Unless you're role playing as yourself, I get it. But...
That's another thing that really trips me up. If you're role-playing as a character,
Oh, yeah.
then yeah, they, he, she, whatever. But then you're role-playing as a character and you're saying I, it makes me feel like,
Are you like this?
are you this character?
Are you really a
Is
Neko
this a
that fights a giant
self-insert?
robot across the street? I must know.
Self-inserts are kind of weird, though.
Consistency.
Just keep the interaction consistent as far as tense goes.
Yes.
Thank you.
When people don't roleplay with you because you're supposedly too good at it, that's not a compliment, that's exclusion. I feel this on a spiritual level, alright? This confession is my spirit animal. On my Feliciano account, apparently I was too good, quote unquote, for everyone else to basically approach me and roleplay with me. I would ask for roleplays, I would post starters, I would go around, asking people for starters, and as soon as I got that starter and I replied to them, it would just die.
Maybe because you were dropping like 7-8 paragraphs.
You can be
I wasn't even dropping them 7 It was like
You
3
were-
paragraphs to their 3 paragraphs.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because you were just dropping like a bunch of paragraphs to one-liners.
No.
You can be intimidating.
You could be.
I asked, I was
you
like-
could also be intimidating.
I've made various posts. Guys, what is it that turns you off about my role playing?
The
Am I
letters.
intimidating? What? So done. I was like, what is wrong with me that you're not role playing with me? And people have commented, you're intimidating, or you're really good, you're beyond my level, get on my level, and all this other stuff. And they're basically trying to flatter me But I'm reading all these comments and I'm thinking to myself, well,
Nobody-
if I'm too good and I can't roleplay with anyone, then what's the point of roleplaying?
Nobody wants to play with me.
It's like,
You don't have to be a great role player to roleplay with another great role player. I'm very open to roleplaying with everyone. I've posted before about those underdog role players that keep my interest more than those people that throw down those 5 paragraphs and complete detailed role plays. It's just the plot that interests me. That's all that matters. And if the plot interests me, you can give me 3 sentences and I will reply with 3 paragraphs.
Or more.
I don't care.
let me put this down because I don't give a shit of how well you write. Speaking to you.
Speaking to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Super Smash Brothers. You know, you got that really one good person, but you can't beat them, and it's really pissing you off, and you can't one up them, and you can't like kick them. They're 300% damage, but you can't kick them off the ledge.
We know this feels.
And it sucks. So you just throw your controller down like, "Fuck you, dude. Fuck you."
That's
And
like,
you
I'm
just-
sorry!
Even if it's like,
Sheik is my baby! I'm sorry!
that's like when you have your best friend and he always. That's like having your best friend when he comes over to play Smash Bros. And you know he plays professionally at tournaments, but he keeps insisting on playing. He just beat you.
and they won't pass the controller.
And we know he's listening
But
to
it's still
this.
fun.
We know his brother's listening to this.
Isn't it still fun though?
No.
No, it's not fun when you don't win.
You're the type
I
of
used to
people- You're the type of people we drop the sticks to and walk away.
When I was a
That'd be-
kid,
That happened in college! Stop bringing back the past!
and I played that game with so many other people, like they would all
What's
just
the
leave the
topic
room
again?
as soon as I turned it on.
Exclusion.
It was
The
not
topic.
fun.
This topic is about exclusion. Okay.
This still sounds
There
like
is
one big
exclusion.
humble bag to me. This whole recording right now.
Gosh, I have to put gas in my limousine like all you other guys.
Get out.
I gotta fly coach to Miami. Oh, gosh.
Gosh, why are your skills so sexy?
Why is my gold chain so
I
heavy?
hate you guys. Look at myself!
Down the lane.